We are back. Welcome to Let's Chat, y'all. I am Miss Lissha. You know, I got my right hand, and most of the time she is my left. The fabulous Miss Toni. Hey, T.
Hey, Leash, how you doing? It's 1 week before Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. And y'all know what else? It's the last Let's Chat of 2020.
Girl, it's been some kind of year, I gotta say.
Yes, it has.
Leash, I don't know. I ain't never experienced a year like this in my life. Not my life, my life.
T froze. So yes, y'all, welcome. This is the last show of Let's Chat for 2020. We will be back in 2021. Make sure if you would like to be a guest on Let's Chat, just send your request to thechatradioshow@gmail.com. We are doing guests for 2021.
Absolutely. So make sure but while we're gone, Leash, we're gonna be posting some of our greatest hits, and that would be every show that we've had. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. And the one thing I like about our show is that we give an experience. Everybody can give an interview. Anybody can give an interview, but it's the experience that you have during that interview, what you take away from it, the energy that comes to it. And y'all know me and T got that energy.
I was thinking the exact same thing. It was either today or yesterday. The one thing that we can honestly say when our guests come on is they have an experience, and it's an experience like they will get nowhere else. Because we know who we are.
But and the thing is, the chat room is a whole vibe. That's what it is, T. We a whole vibe. We've been a whole vibe for 7 years. And we're heading into year number 8. We appreciate everybody that has rocked with us. Thank y'all. We got more stuff to come. We're excited tonight. Tonight is very special to me. I have seen this young man grow into the man that he is, and I'm so super proud of him, and I'm glad that he's able to come on today, share his music, his space, and his energy with us. I'm excited, y'all. If y'all have not, I've been sharing his music on our Instagram. Y'all, so dope, so very talented. So I'm excited that we got him in the chat room.
Absolutely. You know how we feel about music.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
We're good. Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Now, for all of those that don't know who you are, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, your brand, and your beat.
I'm AGF Israel. I'm an artist, producer, songwriter, and a labor owner. I've been doing this for a long time, so that's in a nutshell. I'm kind of like a shy. I ain't shy, but I just don't.
No, you're not shy.
You better take that back.
I think about it. I just don't talk a lot. I'm kind of,
he laid back. He is. He the one laid back in the cut just watching, but he's not shy. He's not shy. So, I want to jump right in because here on Let's Chat, we always talk about a go moment.
Okay.
And that's when your thought and execution come together. A lot of times we're really mindful about how we pour into other people, how we treat other people, how we talk to other people. But when it comes to ourselves, we lack in those areas. We talk ourselves out of it. We can't do it right now. Now, not the time. I got this going on. I got that going on. What was your go moment like when you decided to actively jump into the music scene?
I've been in and out the music for a long time, and it get discouraging at some points, where you feel like nobody's paying attention, especially like in the music that I do. Really, like when you conscious and you trying to think about the things you say, and you trying to put out music that's different than what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is following the wave, and like I never really followed that. I did my own thing. So when you do that, it's like it's harder for you to break through than anybody else. But you just got to stay true to yourself. So like I think once I start having my children and things like that, I kind of like I got discouraged, so I quit and I didn't want to do it no more. And then, it was kind of like my manager and the team that I got now, honestly, they like pushed me back to it. Like, man, you can't give up. You too dope. And like, they kind of pushed me in it. So when I felt like people believed in me, I was like, all right, well then let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. You know, y'all believe in me. And then it was showing me that it's not them that just believe in me. I get like messages from fans, and like this morning, I got a message from a fan. She was like, you know, I don't know what it was about. And I woke up this morning, I was feeling kind of down. I don't know why. It was just one of the days. And like, it was literally, I think, that's why I thank God, because he always pushing me. Like, I know it'd be God pushing me, because like when I opened my messenger, it was like, keep doing what you're doing. I really love your music. It got me through some tough times. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Appreciate that, you know? And so it's like those things that just give me my go moment. Like, I feel like I don't do this for me anymore. I do it for the people. Because like a lot of rappers, they rap, but they don't really tell this true story or have nothing that you're talking about. Like my mom used to say I was always like a preacher, but now I'm preaching through music or whatever. But maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I just try to give people insight and tell relatable stories and things that can help you grow, and then like be the voice for the youth and the people just coming up. So it's like, that's what keeps me going with. And just me knowing that I'm doing it for a greater cause.
Absolutely. And you know, Kenton Jones does the same thing. He preaches through his music. And this is the thing. When you are called to do something, you have to be able to relate and reach your generation, the ones that need it. And in your case, it's through your music. Your music is what you use to reach the youth, to make them think beyond what they see right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think Lee froze, but also AGF. Sometimes you never know who you're touching. You know, like the message that you got today. You know, and I'm sure that there are thousands of others that are receiving that message. Is how they internalize what you're sharing with them, and sometimes it makes them aware of what they're feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, so how do you keep your integrity in such a tainted industry?
I've always been myself. Like, as you know, you probably know me. Like I don't care what nobody think. You know what I mean? Like, I'm me. You accept me or you don't. I don't really care. I'm gonna be who I am. And then I do this too. Like I said, you got children. They watch everything you do, and so I want to let them know that you don't compromise yourself for anyone. You know, that's just what I believe. I put it on the internet all the time, like because people compromise themselves for the internet, for the ways of the world, just like anything. You don't even know half of these people, but God made us all individuals. We was all special. We was made to be who we are. Like, you trying to find somebody else, you'll probably never get what God had for you, because you're too busy trying to be who he didn't call you to be. So it's like, you'll miss out on a lot of blessings. You just got to be yourself. Like, who we are. Like you trying to everybody's not gonna like you. Not gonna like somebody else, you'll probably never get what God had for you, because
and that's a lost opportunity, you know, that you would miss out on. Is also AGF. A lot of us have had to pivot the way we move these last 9 months.
That's
right. You know, reaching your audience, reaching new audience. You know, just moving around differently. How has the pandemic had to make you pivot the way you move?
Well, the pandemic, it helped a lot and it changed a lot. Like, well, it helped a lot because it started gaining me a lot of attention, because more people was at home, you know what I mean? And they were able to be on the internet. So my team utilized the internet, what was good for us. So they began to pitch me to different internet sites, this, that, and the third. Like, and it helped in that aspect because it gained attention, my exposure gained. But as far as like, we have certain deals and things on the table, but we can't really deal with them right now. Like, you know, we have lined up tours, but we can't do anything because it's postponed and it's put on hold. So a lot of those things are just being, so like in that aspect, like I'm missing a lot of the money and things that I could be getting, but that's pretty much generally what. So it helped and then it didn't.
And as a result of that, do you feel that once we're able to move around a little bit more freely, you can take the lessons that you learned and expand on them as far as your brand?
Yeah, I mean, this is a life lesson regardless. Like, you got to take a lesson from it in any life. If you don't do music, if you're just the average working person, like you learn that your life at any moment, like anything can happen. Like, you can be subject to change dramatically in your life where you can't. I think it's a lesson for two people. One, financially, like to be able to learn how to mortgage your time, your money, and everything else, because like that job that you're working, it might not be a sporadic layoff. It might be this, where they just shut it down and you can't do anything. And then unemployment ain't really getting to people for 6, 7, 8 months. And now you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to maintain, how you're going to do different things. So it's like, it's just a wake up moment. And then like people are dying on top of that. Like you got to take life like at that moment. That's what is really like made me wake up. Like I realized like every day is precious. Like you wake up and you got to get out and whatever it is that you want to do, what makes you happy, just try to do it, because like you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, you know, this is one thing, you know what I mean? Who knows what can happen next year or the year after next. Like, so it's just like, I think life is precious and people should take it that way. Like this should be a lesson for people to really wake up and realize that life is not not a joke. This is precious, and anything at any moment can transpire, and you have to be ready for it. You can't be walking around like, I don't know what to do. Like,
right.
You know, so you, I mean, but like, I don't know, like, but some people, you know, they adapt, and then some people take it as a game. But like, you know, coming where I come from, you know, from the society we come from, every day in life is a fight. So like, when this happened, it wasn't really, I mean, it's nothing new. It's just something different. Like, you know what I mean? It's just something else that they got coming up. Like, you know, most people should be prepared for it. We suffer. Most people coming from poverty-stricken areas, we fight for every inch of every life. There's always something new. Just like 9/11, there's always 9/11 where we come from. People tearing up. There's so much going on. Like, if you survive that, you should be able to survive this. But as far as the pandemic, you can't. I mean, it's hard to survive because you get sick. They say you die, and you know things. You just got to be prepared to protect yourself. We can't just. I don't know. Like when it happened, you just seen how people just got chaotic.
That's true.
It was all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah, you gotta prepare yourself for these things. Like, I mean, because it's life. It's been happening since the beginning of time. This ain't the first massive breakout. You know what I mean? Like this is one of probably many. It's gonna be another one eventually. It might not be next year, it might not be the year after next, but you gotta be prepared for these things. And it's just life, and just treat it. It's precious. Just think every day you're alive. Everybody should thank God. Like people still take it for granted. Oh, it's just a joke. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. It's a joke because they didn't get sick or they didn't feel like, or whatever the case might be. Like they just take life for granted, but really appreciate every moment because life can change just like that.
That's right.
Absolutely. Now I got a question for you because a lot of people don't know where you are. Tell everybody a little bit about where you're from and your interjection into the music industry in that particular city.
I'm from Detroit, you know, Michigan, of course, you know, and like in the music, like I said, it's just hard. Like for me in this, because you know everybody expects something different from Detroit artists. They have a certain sound, they have this, they have that, and they want to hear the I'm a killer, I'm a shooter, I'm a this, I'm a that, and that's just not me. Like, I've been there, I've done that, I've been on the streets, I've been, you know, did whatever. I'm not gonna talk about it because that's not my thing, but I talk about it in music. You gotta get it through there. But like, you know, that aspect of it is like, you know, when you try to incorporate and tell somebody to do something different than what we used to, it's like, yeah, I hear you, but it ain't that, you know. And so people always ask me like, man, why you sweet? Why you not like that guy or this guy? It's like, well, because 9 times out of 10, I don't get the support that he got. I got to work hard just because I'm doing something different. I'm not to do what he won't do. Like, and some of these guys have that lyrical ability and do the same things that I do, but they'll be like, I gotta fit in because this taking too long. But me, I refuse to compromise myself because that's not who I am, and I'm not gonna upplay a life that I know is no good. You know what I mean? I was out there. You know, I've got shot at. I done done all the dumb things you can do. I done been in jail. It's not fun. You know what I mean? This is not a life that you glorify. It's not what's up.
That's right.
Right.
Glorified. I gotta tell you to get out of it because I don't want to see. Look how many people die every day. Look, all these rapper killers, they're dying. You know what I'm saying? They're dying. They're dying daily. It's always, I look up somebody that got killed. Somebody that died is artists, is rappers. They're sick, like, because your past, it always follows you. No matter what you think, like, it's always going to follow you. Everything that people are always watching you, people are testing you day in, day out. They're testing you like, okay, you that guy. Okay, we want to see that then. Like, we want to see you there. Because people out here starving. They're vultures. They're out here. They're waiting for you.
That's right.
You in a position that they couldn't wait to be in. Like, oh, yeah, let me get him. It's, you know, he a gangster. Let's go see it. You understand? So it's that. And I don't, like I said, it's hard for me. But I knew with God and my team, we making it happen. Like, we're progressing, we're moving, and that's just pretty much everything for it. And we refuse to be anybody else, like, because you have to be who you are, and like I can't be nothing else, and like I can't sit here and join the crew because I ain't happy with it. I'm not even happy with the stuff that's going on a lot of times. So like I can't sit there and act like I'm going to join it and be happy with it. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm not a shooter. I'm not. If I was, I wouldn't tell you. You know what I mean? Those type of things. So it's like, I don't know. It's just being yourself, authenticity, and just continue to move is how I'm getting into the game, because people are respecting me, because when they meet me, they like the music fits the character. Like
that's right.
It's just genuine. They see, oh yeah, this guy, he's not just making up a story. That's him. You know what I mean? That's the person he is for real. Because like I'm the same guy every time you see me. I don't change up. I don't try to act like this person or that person, and I'm not perfect either. You know, I still have some of my street
habits. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it might show sometime, but that's the balance, because sometimes you gotta have that, because people in the life will test you. In this industry, they will. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you gotta let them know, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm nice, I'm cool, but don't try me though. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still a man at the end of the day. Right. It's a respect thing. So, you know, and that's just, I think that's how I'm really balancing and making it and interjecting it to the game, because I am me, but at the same time, I have a balance. I know when and what not to do.
Absolutely. And, you know, ego and pride, you know, is one of the biggest things that we all have. And ego and pride always put you in a trick bag every time. And so a lot of times, you know, and I really think this to be true. I think sometimes people got to see you're crazy before they realize who's in front of them. And that's not a good thing all the time.
Not.
You know, and sometimes when you know what it is, you got to step back and just not say nothing, like, listen. But I think that some people need to experience your crazy so that they can feel whatever it is they need to feel from you, whatever energy, right down to women. You know what I'm saying? Women got to see his crazy to know that he love you. Girl, if he's showing you his crazy, he don't love you. Men, I got to see her crazy to know that she mine. If she showing you crazy, I tell my son all the time, she show you crazy, run.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you gotta show people you're crazy. Like, it's a demeanor. It's the way you carry yourself. Like, you will know by how I carry myself. I'm not the person you play with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it respectful and let's do what we're gonna do. And, you know, I pray for you if you get out of line over there. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just my demeanor. It's how you carry yourself. A lot of people don't try you because they know, like, okay, he don't seem like that guy. Maybe I should. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. Like I said, no matter if you walking around like, thank God, praise God, bless you, live proud, that don't mean anything. It's just the demeanor, the way you carry yourself. You don't look, you know, like, you don't put yourself off. Like when you play a lot and then you come around play, people feel like they can play with you like that. Like, and if that's not your part, don't do it to other people. See, I feel like you treat people how you want to be treated. So if I don't do certain things to you, then that means I don't expect it to be done back to me. If I don't talk to you a certain way, that means I don't expect you to talk to me a certain way. So I just carry myself how I want you to treat me.
But you know something? I feel that it takes too much energy for you not to be your true self. You know, because when you're yourself, you don't have to work to be something that you're not, and that's a lot of work. You know, it's ingenuine work. And who knows that someone may see you on a particular day and you're not that person that you're pretending to be, but you're you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where the authenticity comes into play, because you will always be you no matter what day did you come across someone.
Yeah.
You know, so they can't say, well, you don't act like this or you don't act like that. I'm being me.
Yeah.
But this is the thing also, everybody does not see every side of you. People see the side that they not that they deserve necessarily, but that they bring out of you, right? So everybody brings out a different kind of energy out of everybody. So if you're getting that kind of energy from that person, this is what y'all interchange is. So if they're giving you a side that nobody else is seeing, 9 times out of 10, you have earned that side.
Yeah.
They're giving you. You see what I'm saying? Now, I got a question, because you write, you produce, you're also a recording artist. Yeah. What would you change about the industry? If you were in charge of making changes, what changes would you make in the industry?
I mean, probably none, because that'd be like changing something in the world. Like, I wish I could change the whole world, but it's not possible. You know what I mean? Like, everything's gonna be what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't change anything. I would just do what I do. You know what I mean? And like, you can't. It's really hard to change something, because everybody is doing what they feel is best for them and their families and their lifestyles. And, you know, like, I can't, like, that's why I used to be like, I don't like that. That's not my job anymore. You know what I'm saying? You who you are. That's how you feed your family. You do you. I might not like it, and I'll just tell you, that's not for me. That's not my thing. I'm not really, I don't like that. You know, that's not what I like. But I mean, it's good to somebody else, because somebody else might appreciate it. So it's like, I wouldn't change anything. That's just like the world. You have different facets of people. You have different facets of cultures, natures, everything. So like, I can't change that. That's who you are. That's who I am. The only thing I'll probably, if I could change anything, it would just be the people coming together and the respect level that everybody has. Because there's a lot of, like, people don't have respect for you in the industry, and there's a lot of disrespect. That's why we have so many people fighting and getting into it. Like, you know, if we could just come together and be as one. That's the only thing I would change, because you might do this and I do that, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that we can't come together and do something positive. So like,
absolutely,
that's the only thing I would change. I would change that in life. You know, people, us as a people coming together and doing something and moving as one accord. Like, we don't, because we all have differences. Like, me and you are not the same, and me and her are not the same, and you guys are not the same. You might have the same perspectives and the same, you know, mindset and goals, but you don't have the same personality, and like you move different. But you put it together, you can have something great. And that's just how generally life goes. And I wish that we can all do that. Like, that's the only thing I would change in the world, in the industry, just people coming together and utilizing what was put here for us to do. It wasn't meant for me to just be sitting here by myself trying to articulate something that I don't know how. But you over here know how to do it, but you won't help me do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, if I help him articulate that, then he might be better than me. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the only thing I would change. That's it.
And that's where the selfishness comes in, you know. Here on Let's Chat, Lissha and I, that's the one thing we love to do, is we love to help and to share the knowledge that we've acquired, you know, and we each bring something different to the table, but that's life, you know, that's what makes us who we are. And I so agree with you. You know, you bring your strengths together and then even your weaknesses, and when you come together, everything is that much stronger, you know, has that much of a punch to it.
Absolutely. Now, how have you grown as an artist and as a man throughout your journey?
I've grown a lot. As far as like an artist, I think I get better every time. Like, I noticed that, you know, I could listen to something from 4 years ago, and like my growth as like an artist and my maturity. But I think it grows because of my maturity level. Like, the older I get, the more I learn, the more things I witness, and a lot of things that I go through, and I'm able to incorporate that all in my music and then give it a different sound. So it's not going to feel the same from when I was 17 or when I was 18, because now my story has changed. You know, my life has changed. I'm at a different peak in my life. Like, I got kids, I got a wife, I got, you know, I got a life going on right now. So my story is going to change. So the growth of my music is going to change. And now it might mature. It might be for somebody more mature, because like, oh, I can relate to that. I'm going through that right now, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think your music always evolves as you evolve. But, you know, some people don't, because like some people don't evolve. Like, they kind of stay the same age, even if they're growing up. You know what I mean? But that's here nor there. But I think that's, you know, generally how I've evolved. You know what I mean? Like, my music has evolved as I've grown, because I've learned a lot of things. I've been through a lot of things. And each situation I go through, it helps my music, and it just helps me grow as a person in general.
That's interesting. I love, you know, just getting to know you. Like, Lissha knows you, but just me with this interview, and as well as you know, those that are tuning in, you know, I love your concept of life. You know, you're so in tune to yourself. And with that being said, if someone that's listening wants to download your music, what can they expect to find in your music?
Just you pretty much, it's like stories. I'm just telling life stories. I'm telling you the perspective of the world, how I see it, and not just how I see it, how I've lived in it, and what I've been through, and everything that I go through. Like, you're gonna get uplifting music, and then you're gonna get music that might make you think about, like, oh man, I never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, different perspectives, different concepts. You know, I kind of paint pictures in my music. That's what I try to do. Like, in every aspect. Like, I like a song I wrote that's on the album that just came out. Is called Say She Want a Real One. It was the perspective of a woman that has been hurt multiple times, and, you know, she doesn't really want to trust men anymore. Like, I don't trust men anymore. She's bitter. You know what I mean? She's bitter to the world, like, in, you know, different things. And then she might be a real guy in front of her, but she'll blow him off because she thinks all men are the same. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, in that scenario, I painted a picture of what a real guy would look like in the general eyes of the public, or just the general eyes of a woman, what she would want to see. A guy that's trying to help her and invest in her, instead of putting himself in the spotlight. He put her first. You know what I mean? You're in the spotlight before I even shine. I'm gonna make sure you shine. You know, these type of things. And so just to give them perspective, because these are the things you should look for, because that's what a real person that says he loves you and he's with you, this is what he's going to do. You know what I mean? These are the things that he would do first. He's not really caring. He's not worried about himself. I'm gonna worry about you, and then I'll take care of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like these are. So I was just painting those pictures and the perspectives, and like those are the type of songs that you're gonna get. There's always a message behind it. It's never just a
absolutely. And let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the music, because you did a sample of "Never Would Have Made It" by Marvin Sapp. Tell us about that song and what was the concept behind it.
Never Would Have Made It was like just it was kind of when, you know, when I wrote it, I wasn't in a dark place, but it was kind of for like people that were in the dark, because I've been there. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like I never would have made it, like being in the lifestyle that I lived and the things that I did and just hanging with the people I hung with. You know, it was like, you know, tomorrow was never promised to me. You never know what's going to happen, because there was so much going on. And then like it's people that even tired of their jobs, they're down in the dump, they're tired of paying bills. And then in this time, this is why I came out about this time, because I wrote it like last year. But like this time, it just resonate with it so much, because some people feel like they're not going to make it. It's terrible out here. You got police brutality, you got COVID, you got this, you got that. And there's just so much going on. And so people are overwhelmed with it. And so Never Would Have Made It just came because like you can be down in the dumps, you can be feeling down, but God never lets you down. Like you just got to believe and have faith, and you can pull yourself back up. Like, because I did it. Like I was down where I felt like I didn't have no other outlet. I didn't know I was going to pay my bills. I was going to put out, I was going to be on the street, you know, so, but I got frazzled, but God showed me like, I got you, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I got you.
That's right.
You know, you got to keep the faith. And I kept the faith. And like I said, I'm still here, you know, and gradually I'm getting better and I'm progressing and things are happening. So it was just, that was the mentality of that. Like, don't be down in the dumps. Don't beat yourself up. You got to pull yourself back up. All these transitions of the world are going to happen, but you have to make the best decision for you and realize that this is only temporary.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Romans, tell us about that. And then we have it, so we're going to play it, but I want you to tell us a little bit about it.
Romans 12, the EP, that came about because basically, like the question you just said, like as far as my involvement in music and then as a person, like Romans 12, you know, and I read the scripture in the Bible, you know, it's talking about transforming your mind, you know, and don't be transformed conformed by the ways of this world. And like me, I never really been that person, but at first I was. You know, I was the person that wanted the material. I wanted you know, and I started to realize that this stuff don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's priceless. Like, it's cool to have nice things. All that's great. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, to make me really happy, the peace of mind is comfortable where I'm comfortable. I can take my family on vacations. We can just live comfortably. My family eating. Everybody's happy. We don't have any issues. I don't care if I got a Mercedes, it doesn't matter. Don't care about that anymore. It doesn't matter, because that's not really true happiness. You can get that as long as you focus and you're happy with your goals and you can be persistent. The money gonna come with anything you do. So you can get those things, but that's not what life should be valued. Like, and I used to value those things. That shouldn't be your greatest value. Your greatest value should be comfort in your home and in your life and in your mind state, where when you wake up, you're happy. You might not have the biggest house, but you're happy. You're happy with yourself and you're happy with your life and you're doing what you love to do. Like I was telling people, I can sit here and do music. Like right now, I mean, I don't work a job. I don't have a job. I do music. I'm not a millionaire, you know what I mean? But I make money off of it and it's helping me feed my family. So it's like, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm not miserable, stumping my feet, going to a job I don't like to do. You know what I mean? Like those type of things. So it's like, that's what Romans 12 is about. Like, and not caring about what everybody thinks of you, of the world, and like my growth, how my mind has changed. I'm not no longer thinking of the ways of the world, but I'm thinking of what's ahead of me and what I need to accomplish in my life before I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
That's what Romans 12 is about. It's just it's a mind process. And then like in the whole 12 scripture, it talks about coming together and seeking the kingdom and all those different things. So it's like, this is what I'm on right now. I'm trying to build a foundation.
You gotta talk that talk. Look at you. Y'all don't know. I'm like having a proud IT moment right now.
But you know something, AFG, that's my husband's favorite. That's his most passionate verse in the Bible is Romans 12. So when you said that, I was like, whoa, you know, we have that is the book of Romans 12. He loves that.
My favorite book is Proverbs, but like that one, that just hit me like when that's how it came about, because I wasn't even gonna make a project. I was just reading the book, you know, like I keep the Bible in my little studio, it's right here. But I was down here reading it, and you know, and it was just I read it like 3-4 times. I just kept saying it, and then something just told me once I woke up, like, man, you need to make let's make an album based on that. Like, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? And I just did that. But like, that was just the concept of it. Like, let's come together. Let's not think about everything in the world, what people thinking. Let's just do something. Let's build. And then like my mind is changing. It's not the same anymore. I'm evolving. Right. I don't have the same thought process that I have. Like I think different than I used to, you know. So that was how it came. It's like renewing my mind. I'm my mind, and I want everybody to try to do the same. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Okay, so let's play this thing here. So this is new. You like the second person we tried this with. So let's say.
You say second person you tried this with?
Yeah. Oh, this is real one.
Ain't trying to change you. I know you heard it out before, but let me show you. They done took you out the game, I'm here to coach you. Yeah, baby girl, know I'm on it. This stuff ain't tainted, I can tell that you want it. Tomorrow ain't promise, we just living in action in my say you want a real one, who gon' treat you like a queen, live you up when you're down, give you everything you need. You want a real one, cashed out, no check, never put his hands on you, I would treat you with respect. You want a real one, yeah, shorty want a real one. Say you want a real one, yeah, shorty want a real one. Say you want a real one. You didn't upgrade it like Beyonce. Actions speak louder than words. That's Beyonce. I ain't your past nigga. I'm nothing like your ex. I'm gonna put you in the spotlight before I try to flex. Share my life, let you in my space. Slide home with your boy, guarantee you safe. Bills paid, no worries. Show you I'm invested. I take the money, make it flip. Teach you about investment and check this. It's real as it gets. When I said no, I mean it, cause you feel that. Yeah. We ain't gotta talk about it. We can walk around it. Never cheat, loyalty. Before the sign of facts. That's the only thing I know. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm an open book for show. You know it's hard to believe when your life is filled with lies, but your mama didn't lie. Grass green on the side, yo.
Yeah, I ain't none of them dudes from before. I hold you down, that's for sure. Yeah, I know your worth, girl. I put you first. Yeah, you down.
Say you want a real one, who gon' treat you like a queen, live you up when you're down, give you everything you need. You want a real one, cash out, no check, never put his hands on you. I would treat you with respect. You want a real one. Yeah, shorty want a real one. Hey, say you want a real one. Hey, yeah, shorty want a real one. Say you want a real one.
Absolutely. So I got to download Romans. That was real one. I was listening to it and I downloaded that one. But, you know, when you sit down to create, where's the source of your creativity flow outside of the Bible? Like, what quirky things do you have to do when you are creating? Do you got to have your favorite snack around? Do you have to have...
Creating for me is just like, I don't know. Like, it's not really a process. Like, I kind of like right now I'm down here, but I'm just mixing now. But if I come down here and I might just be skimming through something and I'll hear like a beat or go through my email to listen to some tracks or listen to a track I made. And if I get inspired by it, I just record the song. You know what I mean? Like, that's just pretty much generally how I get like ideas in my head. Like, if I'm listening to something, if I hear something, I'll pull it up and then I'll go in for it. Like, I don't write it down or nothing. I'll just record it. That's just generally how I record everything. I don't write nothing down or take the time. Like, I'll hear it in my head, and sometimes I might just play the melody in my head. Like, I might hear no words and I hear the hum and I'll hum it out, and then I'll go listen to the humming on the track, and then I'll piece words together. Like, and then from there, like, I'll go ahead and just do the whole song. And that's generally how my music is recorded. Either I'll hear something and instantly I have a song in my head, or I'll hum it out because I hear a melody, but I don't hear any words. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll go ahead and record the words, and I'll listen to it for a good 10, 15 minutes and come up with maybe the first 8, 9, 10 bars of it and record that. And then I'll think of some more. Sometimes I get all the words. Like, it just depends, you know. But the only thing I do first, I pray everything. Before I come and do anything, I pray. That's my first thing. I pray before I do anything. I don't know. It's like it's my routine now. I didn't used to, but now, like, I'll come and pray and then I'll go into listening to beats or doing whatever I'm going to do.
That's absolutely in and of itself.
Absolutely. And it's funny because, you know, we normally play music when we're in the studio. Because we had the equipment to do it. So now I have to always find creative ways when we do it on live to be able to feature when we have artists on. That's why I said this is like our second time trying this. So it's something new that I'm trying to just add. Everything is about elevation. I think that you always have to grow. Anything that you're doing has to have growth. I don't care what it is. If you are not growing from it, if you are not being a better person from it, then that's not where you should be doing. That's not where it is. So you have support system behind you. Talk about how important it is to have a good support system.
It's great. I mean, that's the main thing, support, because support is what keeps you driving, it's what keeps you moving. Because people get discouraged. Like when I felt like nobody was supporting me, that's why I got discouraged. Like I had teams and people, but they wasn't supporting me. Everybody was for themselves, really. I was getting aggravated, and so I kind of like backed away. Like I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like because I felt like it just wasn't gonna happen. Like I'm putting in too much work, and ain't nobody giving me the same. Or like I look at this guy and be like, he's not as good as me. You know what I'm saying? But why? It's like and get upset by that. You know what I mean? Like I used to, that would be the things like when you feel like I'm putting so much in, and then I go listen to somebody else and be like, what? Be upset. Then the people around you that's supposed to be supporting you don't make it no better. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be sitting there. Yeah, man. Well, I don't see why you ain't on, man. Them guys is weak. You know what I'm saying? And so that make you get more discouraged. And then you looking at them, and then like I said, like it was recently, I made a post on Instagram. I made it involved because I get tired of like everybody talking to me like, man, you dope. I hear it all the time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good looking. But then I made a post and I told them, like, I'm just say this. Only reason why I ain't made it yet is because y'all not supporting me. I'm just put it out there. I was trying to be I ain't made it yet because y'all not supporting me like you supposed to. And then I went on further. Like all them guys that call me they homie, they friend, and the people that I done stuff for. If you like, share, comment, repost, give a word of mouth and say something. I am not your friend. I'm not your homie. I'm nothing. So don't act like I am when you see me. I'm just letting you know that right now. Like if I don't see you support me because I feel like if we friends or I'm your man or whoever, you supposed to support me like I'm like you are me. Like because I support you. If I say I love you, I'm gonna support you like it's my own. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's gonna go. But I support everybody. I don't even gotta like it. Like I was telling them, I don't even have to like it. I'm gonna post it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that little share can help you. I might not have as many followers. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got some of my fans, so some of my fans gonna like your stuff too. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Cross. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
cross promotion.
But that's why I made a post. Like if it's not, I don't need it. I don't need all of that. Like if you can't help me in no kind of way, or you're not my friend. So stop saying that. I'm not your buddy, and don't come over here asking, can you get free studio? It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ask you for anything. You know what I'm saying? You should do that on your own. I'm not gonna ask you to support me. I'm not asking you. That's because you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to be genuine. So if I don't see you, then I don't feel like you for me. So I don't need you. You know what I mean? You might as well go over there to somebody else. Like and I told them, I was like, you don't have to like it. It's not about you liking it. I might not have music like, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You still say, hey man, this is dope, because just because you don't like it don't mean that somebody that's around you might like it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just how it goes. And I don't know, but that's just what. That's what
we talk about that a lot on Let's Chat, because there's support and then there's backhanded support. And what we call backhanded support are those that support you in your face, but they are not really supporting you amongst everybody or anything that they're doing. And this is the thing: if you want to support somebody, if I'm rocking with you and I'm supporting you, I don't have to understand your vision, but I'm here to push through whatever God has placed in your spirit to do. So I don't have to like the song, but I'm going to share the song because I'm supporting you. I don't have to understand your direction. I don't have to understand what you're doing, your who, what, when, where, why. I'm here to support you. You have a vision, you got a dream, and that's what I'm here to support in any way, shape, or form, whether it's buying an album, whether it's sharing an album, whether it's buying it for somebody else, whatever the case may be, whatever you can do in any capacity, you do that to show that person that support. to help them push whatever it is that they're trying to birth out through. So what is your bucket list? If you could open for any artist, who would be your more preferred artist to open for? And why?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't really have an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's a tough question. Like, it'd probably be like, if I could open up for anybody. Oh, man.
Okay, well, we gonna play Romans. You gonna sit a spell, let that marinate, because you gotta give an answer, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
And then you can give us your answer after you think about stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, let me get a little young. Rap music. I want to get a job, man. Get a job, all right? Get it down with you. Every day, it feels like I can't take a break. I'm taking my life, yeah. I'm just living my life, yeah. Please don't take it personal. You work for me when I work for you. I'm just living my life, yeah. I'm just living my life, yeah. Live my life to the fullest with no regrets. Learning from my mistakes, everyone I'm trying to perfect. Nobody is perfect, that's walking the surface. Many pretend to be, it's to cover they hurt and listen. Many project they fears, holding back others, trying to get. Stature, always moving feet first, never ass backwards. Hard enough being black, that's just extra baggage. Been enslaved for many years, mentally we dead. With all the scrutiny, euthanize my community, exercise my immunity, put an end to this foolery. Watch the way I'm maneuvering, system designed for you and me to fail. We gon' get it right, time will tell. Please don't take it personal. You work for me when I work for you. I'm just living my life. Yeah. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. Yeah. Back up on that tip again. See your sun shining, mama know I'm about to get it in. Bless I'm still alive, thanking God that I'm breathing in. I done been let down, counted out, miscount. Calculating these losses to see me winning. I've been painting these pictures from the beginning. Just been cropping you out, doubted the vision. Your hate cost you the love that I was given. So judgmental, but mentally needed help. Correcting another life when yours is still in debt. But check, I respect, life isn't the best. Giving the bag and play the cards that you was dealt. I feel you, but for real, we could've got it together. You was just for yourself, and now I'm moving for self. In the system designed for us to fail. When we get it together, only time will tell. I'm out. Every day, it feels like I can't take a break. I'm just taking my life, yeah. I'm just living my life, yeah. Please don't take it personal. You work for me when I work for you. I'm just living my life, yeah. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life, yeah. We're gonna live your life, man. And you don't need my help. You put your hands up.
I just realized we don't have Romans at all. You know, you have a song that's Romans, right? Or
no, it's a whole EP. It's a whole album.
I think Lissha froze. I didn't hear what you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's a whole album. So I kept saying, "This is not the song." I got it now. I was having an old moment. So, all right.
Oh, it's a whole project. It's a whole project. It's all. So those are songs on it, but it's a whole project.
Okay, but I like, and it's funny because I like living my life. I mean, I like all the music that I have shared. All of your music I enjoy. And I'm so super proud of you. You know, I think you come up. I'm so very proud of you. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I don't want you to stop. I don't care what it looked like, what it seemed like at that moment. You keep going and doing what you do.
Yeah. I got you.
And come back to visit us. This is your home now.
definitely come back. This was fun. You know, I definitely come back.
Now here, let's chat. You don't know, but we like to do something fun because this is the thing. People have to see all aspects of you, and we like to be able to show all aspects of our guests because a lot of times that's part of the packaging. Your music, that's part of the packaging as well, but your personality is what draws people in when they have not heard your music before. And that's part of the thing that creates that word of mouth. So T's going to give you a fun question. I don't know what she gonna ask. That's not my, I don't know. But T gonna ask you a fun question and we gonna see what it is. I'm ready, T.
No problem. Well, Lissha already knows, but I have enjoyed getting to know you, hearing your perspective on life, on music, and just in general, and it makes you're a whole vibe. So with that being said, there's one question that we love sharing on the show where you choose a color in a huge big box of crayons that best describe you, because there's myriad parts of you. What color in that box of crayons would best describe you? You can even make up a color or combine a color. But when you open up that box of crayons and you pull one out, which one are you?
That's some deep stuff, though. A box of crayons.
You like that?
That was a good one, wasn't it?
I got to think of the box of crayons. I done heard it all. A lot of crayons. All right.
It's an experience, girl. Let's chat.
It's a whole vibe. And you know that's what's that 64 box crayon you would get excited about. It had every color you could think about.
A brand new box, and you pop one out. Which one are you?
With the pencil sharpener in the back.
Right? Keep it sharpened.
All right, man. Right. Crayons. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go with the color of my room, red and gold. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, because red is a vibrant color. It always stands out. And it, you know what I mean? And it look like people say it look good on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I guess that what you say about red, and then gold, like it's just, it stands like it's like the royalty color. It's for kings and queens and things like that. And I feel like those pretty much just represent me as well. I'm vibrant. I'm a person that I meet people. I don't really have too many enemies, and everybody likes me. You know what I'm saying? I go good. I match good with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like my personality, who I am, I'm not really the one that, I don't know, people gravitate to me. I can't say what it is. And then you got to go. Like I said, it's just royalty. Like I feel like I'm a king and God put me here to be that. And so that's, I guess those colors.
Now see, every time you see a box of crayons, you're going to think about the ladies of Let's Chat.
I heard that one before. I heard people pick an animal and, stuff like that, but never crayons.
Yeah, it's different. That's
different.
Oh, it is different. That's why I said it. You gotta think about it for a minute. Like a crayon, like I get it though. That was cool.
Okay, now I got one for you. If you could do a compilation album, you can have 4 artists on there, dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
4 artists, dead or alive. I go with probably Tupac. For one artist.
Why?
Because he was just deep. You know what I'm saying? Tupac covered everything. Like he talked about a lot of stuff. Like you had to really listen to him to understand what he was saying. You know what I mean? So he was very deep. Like he was the same mindset I was. He was, he kind of trying to, revolutionize the world and still be street at the same time. Like he still was that guy, he had that balance. You know what I mean? Well, actually, sometimes he didn't have a balance. He'd be tripping sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but he was trying to have that balance. You know what I mean? Like, trying to unify us and, you know what I'm saying, bring us to something greater and awareness and open up our minds and think different and things like that. And then, like, of course, Tupac would have to be one. I would take J. Cole.
I like his music.
You know what I'm saying? J. Cole. And then I got to figure out a singer. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just have rappers. You know what I'm saying? So let me think of a singer. If I could do it, Anita Baker. I'm going to just go with that.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's real music.
That's real music. Yeah.
Anita Baker, if I could do that. And Michael Jackson. We're going to put it like that.
Great choices.
All right. That's a great little smash up right there, though.
Yes.
Because this is the thing, we normally interview authors here, and the one thing we love about an author's pen is it's like it's multicultural and multifaceted. It can go in any direction. So when you think about music, you have artists that they can go in any direction, and those four artists can move anywhere. Kind of like going down 75. Any exit you go on, they can roll with it. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And that was the best idea to have. Is that the important concept to have when you're making music, making sure that it can go down different avenues?
Yeah. That's why I picked some singers. I want to make it all rappers because you want to collab. You don't want just rappers. You gotta. It's gonna be me, including 2 more rappers. Got to mix it up. Got to have some singers. So
Absolutely.
Pick some, some soul and stuff like that. Yeah.
I love it. One last question. Versus, did you see it last night?
No. Who was it?
Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
It's tonight.
I thought it was the 18th.
Nope, it's the 19th. It's at 8:00 tonight.
Oh, well, I ain't missed it then.
No, you didn't. Like up at 8:00. I mean, I ain't pressed to see that battle, but I'll watch it.
Who you think gonna win?
I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fan of either one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Just keeping it real.
Like, I don't really care. I was listening to Jeezy. I used to listen to Jeezy back in the day, but I don't listen to him now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't. I don't know. Like if I had to choose, probably Jeezy because it was like more my era. I mean, both of them was in my era. But I don't know. I can't pinpoint it because like it'd be like if I was. Jeezy is like the more evolved, what you call it? The single, like the more he's the more commercial trap rapper. And then you got Gucci who's more street trap rapper, underground, you know what I mean? Where he got commercial songs too, but not as many as Jeezy, and they're just like mostly for the streets, for the real trap fellas. And then you got Jeezy who's elevated and it's still trap music, but it's it's commercial. It's not really that underground gritty feel that Jeezy still got. So I guess it's all about a mood, like whatever. To me, who would win, what mood I would be in. Like if I was in the street still and I was like that, I'd probably go Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I'd probably go Jeezy. Like what I'm saying? It's because he's like.
I don't know. He's done a little mainstream a little bit to me. Yeah, you can see him with Doja Cat and doing different things.
Yeah, I'm talking. That's now, but like they really going back and picking their best 20 songs.
Yeah, from back in the day.
They're gonna go back and then come to the new. Like he's semi-commercial. He still hasn't had like commercial hits like a Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I say, and then like I said, Jeezy talks to the streets, but on a corporate level.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, a corporate level. Gucci just start talking to the streets on a corporate level. He used to just talk to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
He was just for the streets.
You feel me? Like back then, that moment, Gucci was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you elevating and you evolving, then Jeezy became it. Like, because Jeezy talking to the streets, but he trying to turn y'all into business moguls and stuff like that. So he like Jay-Z pretty much. He street to corporate. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it goes. So I guess it's all about the
evolution.
Yeah, who you are at this moment. Like you gonna go for whoever. If you still in the trenches like that and it's trapped and you out here, you're gonna go for Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Because you really can identify. He's still that guy, that figure. And you evolved and used to be a street. Now you own car washes and clubs and you know what I mean, doing whatever. Like you gonna go for Jeezy because he the voice for that.
Right.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right. We appreciate you so much coming to kick it with us in the chat room. We want you to shout out all your social media where everybody can get your music.
Instagram, that's what I use the most. I don't really got no other. I got Facebook, but I don't really go on there like that. I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's J Israel. And then if you really want to reach me, just at AGF Israel. Like it's just at AGF Israel on Instagram. That's what I respond to. You can go on Facebook, but it might take me 3, 4, 5 days, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. It depends on when our surface on there. You know what I mean? Then you be able to get it. But I got people that check it for me time to time. They put my music out. They might not tell me that you tapped in. So just Instagram me. I do that a lot. And then my music is everywhere, all digital platforms. You know, you can YouTube is Obadiah Entertainment. You can go to Obadiah Entertainment. That's the YouTube page, or you can just type in agf.israel and it'll pop up. You can Google me. All those different things you want to find me is all Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, whatever. I'm on there. That Romans 12 is on there. I'm about to drop another project next month. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it's called, none of that type of stuff, but I'm dropping it next month. It's gonna be a little deeper than that one. That y'all.
Oh, can we listen to it? Just
can you listen to it? Nah, I haven't started it yet.
All right. Well, send us a little sample when you can.
All right. Keep freezing.
I know. It must be raining outside. You know, Georgia, it rained a lot here in the wintertime, but there ain't no snow, so I'm okay with it.
Are you still in Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was there like 20 times this year. I done been there back and forth like 20. Yeah, I was there a whole bunch. I left, came right back, and then left again, and then came right back, left again. You know what I mean? I promise you, I think in 2-3 weeks, I went there 9 times.
Wow.
I believe it.
Well, it's just cold here in New York. It's just cold.
Yeah, you know, me and Snow, you know, we got this ministry and relationship that we just not friends. I just, you know, Snow not feeling me. I'm not feeling Snow. I'm okay with it because
y'all got snow.
It's already started snowing up here by me, but not in my area. But it's,
y'all got snow in Georgia. I was there one time.
They get a dusting.
No, it was no.
They got snow this year. This is the first year they actually got snow that I've experienced. Well, I didn't even experience because it didn't really snow where I was. That I can say that it was some snow, and that was February of this year.
No,
but other than
2000, when did I live there? 2017. I don't remember, but I just remember it was snow. I woke up and I said, "Whoa." You know what I'm saying? What happened? I thought I was
really. Listen,
I thought I was in Georgia. You know
it was just a dusting. Now I think the first time I was here, it dusted, and somebody called me and was like, "Did you go to the store? Did you put gas in your car?" I was like, "For what?" It's snowing, so I'm looking outside like, "What? Where?"
It dusted the day before.
Everything shut down. Everything, stores, restaurants, gas stations, everything shuts down. But the thing is that Georgia doesn't have salt trucks.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
It wasn't a lot of snow, but it stuck. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you was gonna walk, but you would have had a white Christmas. Put it that way. Like it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like it was right there because I walked out and my mom was tripping. You know what I'm saying? She was tripping, talking about how you gotta come take me to work. I gotta get you know what I'm saying? They won't let me out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about something. I don't forgot what she was talking about, like the car people, because they had her car and like they were supposed to be finishing it and whatever, and it had been done in the morning. And she was having trouble. She's like, "I'm from Michigan. That don't stop me." She cussing the people out like, yeah. But Georgia, I like Georgia. That's fine. I'm thinking about moving back there, or I'm gonna move to Texas. I don't know yet though.
Okay.
All right. Well, you just keep us posted when you drop that new project. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming to kick it with us, sharing your time, space, and your energy.
Yes.
And we will see you again.
All right. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. I said, y'all have a wonderful evening. Appreciate y'all. She froze again.
She did, right? Well, you
froze.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Oh, goodness, y'all. This has been a great time. Great time today. Y'all, we will see y'all in 2021. I think we might have a show for tomorrow, but I don't know in an hour or so. If not, we'll see y'all next year.
Enjoy your evening and stay safe. Wear your mask.
Absolutely. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Check out our replay on YouTube and EBNYTV. You can check us out every Thursday. This week, I think Mr. and Mrs. Grant's interview is on there, as well as one other one. I think Al Prophet is on there as well. But we appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys again. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
Bye. Good night.